Oh man, guys, this episode was actually really good. Maybe number two or number three in my personal book so far, because this episode was. Oh, a lot of stuff went down. We got a lot to talk about. Anyway, what is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my review for The Flash, episode 17, known as Tricksters, because that's who villain of the week was today, because we got to see the return of Mark Hamill as the Trickster from the 1990s Flash TV show, and his son, apparently, in this incarnation of the Flash TV show, which I gotta say, the Trickster, even though he wasn't, I feel like he was supposed to be the main focus, but like, everything else that happened, especially a guy in yellow, kind of like just kind of pushed like Mark Hamill and the Tricksters like aside. Anyway, spoilers just in case if you haven't seen the episode. Check it out on the CW website, iTunes, the Google Play Store. I think it's up on Hulu. So yeah, check it out because I don't want you to be spoiled. But I'm assuming that you watched this, that you are watching this, that you have seen the episode already. Anyway, let's get to it. So let's get the Tricksters out of the way first, and then we'll dive into the big things, like the big reveal that we saw in this episode. Anyway, Mark Hamill, oh my lord, he is amazing. He's just a fun guy. If you don't know who Mark Hamill is, I feel like you've been living under a rock, because Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars series. He's also the voice of the Joker from the Batman animated series, and he's also the voice of Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And that's just like a few of his things, like few of his roles in like the past. And gotta say, I love the Trickster in this episode, at least his Trickster, because it was absolutely amazing. I feel like it was so good because the writers knew what they were doing. They tried to throw in a lot of references, which they did. It was executed perfectly. And like, the thing is, like, the Trickster, he's kind of like a knockoff of the Joker, sort of. The Joker's more on the crazy side, while the Trickster's kind of, I feel like the Trickster's more on the fun side. The voice that Mark Hamill was using to voice, like, the Trickster, like, that voice, because I feel like that's not his regular voice. It was, you can hear, like, if you watch the Batman animated series and you've ever seen the Jokers, and like, I heard the Joker coming from like Mark Hamill's voice. I was like, oh, this is so good. And then especially when all the references, like there was a Breaking Bad reference, which I love, and like the point where he was talking to the new Trickster, he was like, I am your father. And I was like, that's such an amazing Star Wars reference, because like I said, Mark Hamill was Luke Skywalker from the original trilogy. And you know, in episode 5, Darth Vader reveals that, Luke, I am your father. And I was like, amazing. Especially that other part when he straps a bomb to Barry and he's like, you better run, run, run. And I was like, cause that trick, that bomb on the wrist, and if you stop moving, that's from, it's from a comic book series, but I feel like it got like really like the attention that it needed from Justice League Doom, which essentially it's a trick that Batman has just in case the Flash went bad. He would strap a bomb and the Flash wouldn't know how to get rid of it unless someone else like talked them through it. Anyway, Mark Hamill himself was great. His, I guess, the younger Trickster, I guess he did a fine job. He didn't play too much into the episode. Like his little vlog thingies, I guess, were pretty cool, but for the most part, Mark Hamill stole the show. If they didn't have the little reverse flash thing that they had going on, and the Harrison Wells flashbacks and all of this. And I love how they started the episode when they started with the Flash and Reverse Flash fight from 15 years ago during Barry's mom's murder, and you just see the Flash and Reverse Flash going like at each other. But thing is, they're going so fast, and they had to slow it down. I love how they shot it, because it looked kind of CGI-ish, but that doesn't really matter. That like you see them just like punching and throwing and kicking each other, and like thing is, they're moving at super speed, and now like the shot in the beginning in the pilot actually makes sense, and I'm like, yes, this is amazing. This is what I wanted. And then you see the reveal of the Reverse Flash when he takes off his mask, and you see that's not Harrison Wells. That's not him at all. He actually looks like a descendant from Eddie, and I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? And then you see the Harrison Wells flashbacks with him and his, I guess, girlfriend or fiance, I forgot what their status was, and they're like them talking about like the particle accelerator and Star Labs and like naming it and all of this. And then you see Eagle Barthon in the back, just like watching him, because he knows he's like in the year 2020 you make the Parkway Accelerator, and then it successfully launches, so you know that Harrison Wells did know what he was doing, but then he essentially takes Harrison Wells' face by using some sort of thing, like a little tube stringy thing, and just takes his face. I'm like, whoa. But what I really wonder is, like, can he take his face back? Like, can he get, like, rid of Harrison Wells' face and have his, like, regular Eobard Thawne face? Or does he have to stay with Harrison's face for the rest of the show? I mean, I love Tom Cavanaugh as Harrison Wells, and he does a fantastic job. Like, this scene, like, the scene when he was explaining the Speed Force to Barry, like, feel the lightning, and the way it was shot, it was just, like, just a close-up on his face and his lips. Just him, like, explaining it. It was just, like, it was really good. I love Tom Cavanaugh as Harrison Wells, and like his flashback scenes, you could feel like the innocence in him. And then when everything happens, you're like, whoa. And what's really interesting is back in the mid-season finale, I believe it was, when we meet this lady. She's the CEO that had the Terrakion thing machine that Harrison was looking for, and she says after Tess's accident, Harrison was never the same, and now we know why. Because Eobard Thawne essentially took Harrison Wells' place. And, whoa. I mean, yeah, that's just crazy. And, like, my mind, like, I did not see that coming, to be honest. Because that's, like Harrison Wells, the character in the show, is never in the comics. He was originally made for the show. And I love it. I love it so much. I like where the show is going. It's definitely interesting. And the preview for the rest of the season looks really cool. And the rest of the episode consisted of, like, Iris trying to find out what happened to her, essentially her boss or her partner. I forgot his name. I keep on thinking Darren Cross, but I think that's from a different show. Anyway, and then the other part was, like, Barry not trusting Harrison whatsoever. And my only gripe with that was that I felt like the writing was kind of off. Because they kind of made it too obvious. Like, if you're gonna, like, I understand that you were suspicious of this dude, but one, you're a forensic scientist, you work with a detective, your foster father is a detective, so you should at least, like, know how to, like, fake things out and see, like, don't, like, play all your cards on the table right away. And then there was John Wesley Shipp, I believe his name is, the actor who plays Barry's father, and I love the reveal moment where he sees where Barry unmasks himself and they just hug it out. And because the thing is, like, remember, he's the original Flash from the 1990s, and I was like, oh, that's such a sweet moment. I just love, like, the interaction between the two. And then you think that's the only reveal for the episode, but no, Barry decides to reveal him to Eddie that he's the Flash, and now the electric psychosis that they had, that Caitlin used last week as an excuse for Barry talking to Iris and all that, not gonna work anymore. So the episode itself, amazing. I give it an A. Mark Hamill was amazing. The reveal of who Eobard Thawne, Harrison Wells, and the Reverse Flash really is was amazing. The subplots weren't bad. They were decent, but they were definitely interesting, and I want to see where the show takes it. And then the preview for the rest of the season, we're going to talk about that. I mean, like I said, an amazing episode, and I'm not going to fully talk about the trailer now. It looks really cool. It looks like Firestorm and Oliver in the League of Assassins outfit. Like I said, Oliver in the League of Assassins outfit come and help Barry out and deal with the Reverse Flash. The Atom comes into the town, and actually in the next episode where we have Emily Kinney, who plays Beth from The Walking Dead, or did play Beth from The Walking Dead, plays as a villain. And it looks like Detective or Captain Lance from Starling City from Arrow comes and helps Joe out on things. Cisco gets some vibe glasses, and it looks really cool. I'm going to fully break it down probably next Tuesday since it's on break. Which, if you guys didn't know, Flash is going to take a break next week, and the week after that is when it comes back. It's just a 1 week break, so nothing too bad. It's not like a month again. Probably just catch up on some special effects, especially on the finale, because that looks pretty good. So my question to you guys is, what do you think is going to happen next? Because I honestly have no clue whatsoever, because my Reverse Flash theory has been debunked. I should probably re-edit that video, or like retitle that video to debunked. Anyway, let me know what you guys think are going to happen, because like I said, we know that at one point, I think it's the penultimate episode where we see Firestorm and Oliver, you know, the Arrow, but he's in League of Assassins outfit, come and help Barry out to take down the Reverse Flash. So that's definitely something to think about. So I don't know how Harrison is going to reveal himself, how Barry's going to find out that Harrison or Eobard is the Reverse Flash. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think, how Harrison's going to reveal himself, or like where you think the season's going to go next, like the rest of the season. Let me know down in the comments below. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you think the video deserves it. Subscribe to my channel if I entertained your faces for a little bit and you like what you saw. I also review Arrow. I'm going to review TV show like Daredevil when that comes out on Netflix, the Avengers movie. If you guys didn't know, Stephen Amell, the guy who plays Arrow, I'm going to announce it in tomorrow's video too, just in case. He has been cast to play Casey Jones in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles second movie. You know, the one that Michael Bay was a part of. That it wasn't that bad. A lot of people give it flack, but it honestly wasn't that bad. So I don't know. Anyway, you could click here to see the rest of my Flash videos in case you missed one or anything like that. Or you can click here to see my last video, which it should be the Walking Dead finale video. So yeah, hope you guys check those out. Anyway, I'll see you guys all, I guess, next week for you guys who watch me for the Flash to, you know, see everything that happens. So yeah, until then, bye.